Lord help us.
All right, you can just help me. I'll be cool with that.
Quiet!
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sick of your little nonsense mouth running.
Yes, Your Honor.
You a tall glass of nothing.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Antoine.
And I'm Antoinette.
And today we have another paternity court reaction coming to you guys. We have the case of a 46-year-old man who gets a 22-year-old woman pregnant. He's in court today with his wife. This case gets really heated. He manages to really irritate the judge. Without further ado, let's get to it.
I have a text message right here.
Streeter?
He texted me this. I have the proof right here.
I'd like to see that. This is a text that says, no, and then I'm horny, and then come over.
Oh, my God.
And the next line says, I'm serious, I am horny as hell.
That is true. I did send those messages.
Oh, you...
In other words, it's urgent. We need it now.
You know what? He did not try to Monica Lewinsky her.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. These allegations are false.
That is true. I did send those messages.
Well, he can't. She's pregnant now. So it was an emergency situation I had.
Is it weird? Does he kind of have like a Muppet face?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
All the hair
is gray except for his eyebrows.
It looks real because he has really dark eyebrows.
This man's face gives me super used car salesman vibes.
Not even a car salesman, a used car salesman.
He looks like he's a con man.
He do like he got that suit from like Walmart or something.
If I don't do that, Dominique goes ballistic. And we've been playing this game, but now that we're in court, it seemed like something that some old man has been trying to hit on a young lady.
Sir, you are an old man who was not an old lady.
And it went beyond just hit. You got her pregnant, bro. His wife is really sitting here witnessing this man testify how he's been engaging these acts behind her back. I can't see how she could sit there in the court and listen to all this.
This is the situation. Dominique deals with so many guys, okay? She found one that was an older guy, and she thought that I would be a cake daddy, or however you want to call it.
That's an advanced level. You know, you got sugar daddy.
No, I feel like cake daddy is the cheaper version because sugar is pure.
And sugar is the main ingredient.
Yeah, you need sugar. Without sugar, you can't make cake.
So yeah, I'm not a cake daddy.
I'm gonna start calling you daddy.
Man,
all the time
really
told me he wants to marry me.
This called for a stand.
Now he's trying to stop.
I'm just being honest.
Now he's standing right here as if it was about
No, you playing games. You the one with a wife. Your wife
say
is
something.
sitting there having to listen to testimony about you sending text messages to a 22-year-old girl talking about you horny.
Angle love was before. Slightly getting a little bit more agitated by his guy.
Miss Hartfield, how did you even find out about this entire affair?
The text message that I received from her.
You get a text message.
I'm in a relationship with your husband and have been for 8 months, and I'm pregnant, to which I told her, best of luck. He's not going to take care of your child because he didn't take care of ours.
How do you have a child by your wife and don't take care of your child?
So at some point, I have to say to myself, why are you just consistently being with a man who's not taking care of your kids and cheating on you?
What if that was the first time he cheated?
I don't think it is. If he's capable of doing something like this with a 22-year-old girl and they're already married, I'm sure this is not the first time. It had a baby by her too.
How is she sitting on his side?
That's another thing too. Still supporting him. At this point, you're just a liability. You don't have anything offered her at all. But it seems like he doesn't bring much to the table.
He didn't take care of ours.
True.
Proud of himself. So.
No denial, no shame.
Judge Lake's face is exactly the appropriate face to make.
How would you rate her anger level now?
5.5, almost 6.
That triggered her just a little bit more. That
what
is
kind
true.
of man are you
Yeah.
to proudly say that you don't take care of your children?
Not much of a man.
Your children are your legacy. To not even take care of the children that you have with your wife, you are probably one of the lowest life forms. Wild animals take care of their children.
Not to have any shame about it. It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not the only man she said was the daddy.
He's lying.
Really?
I'm not the only
He's
man.
a liar.
Mr. Hartfield, what do you mean? You say you're not...
Well,
for some reason, I don't believe it. This entire testimony kind of proves what type of character this man has displayed so far.
He's very happily admitted to his fault.
I find it hard to believe anything he's saying at this point.
Used car salesman. Do you believe that? Are you going to take their word seriously?
Exactly.
When somebody shows you who they truly are, believe them.
This man had kids who he didn't take care of. He's older, been married. Sadly, he didn't mature. But it's sad to say she exhibits more maturity in this court case than he does.
He has multiple children, said that he's never been there to see any of those children born, was excited to have the baby with you because he's never helped raise any of his children. All of these things are red flags that should have went off smoke signals at this point. There's a fryer happening in front of your face and you just like,
this is fine.
This is keeping me warm.
If I don't want to be with him, he don't want to be with the baby.
Your Honor, that is absolutely crazy nuts what she's saying.
What is?
If I don't want to be with her, will you look at this queen right here? If I,
you wouldn't have
hold on, no.
You saw that man in the audience, he's like,
Stop playing with my name. I ain't
go
gonna
right
say
on
it no
in.
more.
he's like, that is not a queen. I'm not saying that's not a queen. You're not treating her like a queen, bro.
Right.
Suddenly she's a queen, but she wasn't a queen when you was like behind her back impregnating this 22-year-old woman. She's not a queen in your eyes, bro, because you would do better. Take care of your kid, not be a douche. You know what I mean? Like,
just saying, Your Honor, I do have options. Even my wife, I love her. God knows I do. During the time that Dominique and I met, I had my own place.
He was still living with
place.
me. I didn't know he had his own place.
Wait a minute, I don't need her support. I don't need your support. I don't need her support. Please sit her down.
He turned on his wife real quick.
She was just a queen 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's disrespecting his wife in front of millions of people. I don't know why she stayed with this man as alone.
She seems like a very classy woman,
she
but
does.
obviously
She needs to value herself a little bit more.
Right.
Is this at the other place?
Yeah.
And this is
that's
baby
me.
Caleb
that's right.
together.
I did that last week, actually.
Also,
something else.
Baby, sit down, please. You ain't got nothing to do with this.
I sure
Go ahead,
don't have
Your Honor.
anything to do with it.
What a disrespectful piece of... Can somebody smack him just one good time for me, please?
He holds the record for being the most disrespectful, dishonorable 46-year-old man in the history of court television.
At 46, you're too old for this.
Right.
He is a national embarrassment.
Yeah.
As an American citizen, right now I am ashamed.
And as a man, I'm really ashamed and really embarrassed.
Why are you here?
Because you asked me to be here.
Mr. Hartfield,
Yes,
I'm going to let you pipe down just a little bit because your tone
Yes, ma'am.
while you talking to your
Anger level? She jerking.
Yes, ma'am.
is making me edgy.
I understand.
It's making me edgy, too.
Please sit down.
Anger level 8.
8.
He said, please sit. Please sit.
When somebody pisses me off from now on, I'll be, please
Sit
no.
down.
She'll be standing until I ask her to be seated. I don't know what part of this you think you running. Stop that nonsense clapping.
I've never heard somebody say that clapping was nonsense.
I've never seen any person bring out this much anger out this judge.
This is Black Mom face.
That finger's projecting.
Yes.
You know,
We
like,
bet you with Ron Isley. When somebody starts pointing at you in the Black community, run for cover.
they're pointing because you're a target.
Yeah.
You're a target at this point.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
I understand.
Please sit down.
I'm so glad there's only one of him on this planet, because Lord, the human race would be in trouble.
And I can see this really upsets you.
It's foolishness. And I didn't need it, and I didn't ask for it.
I want a divorce if I can get one.
Wow. You know what, ma'am? Hurry. Run. I mean, sprint. Please move faster than the speed of sound and
Not
get
only
that
run.
man a divorce.
Run for the hills.
Run for cover. This man is a typhoon, hurricane, tornado, black hole, meteorite, all combined into one. He is the
He's
giant
that
red
symbol.
flag. How did you even end up married to this man?
That's what I'm saying, because I'm quite sure he gave you a lot of signs leading up to this point. Look at the Asian lady behind her. The whole audience, he's got a face of shock with the glasses.
That lady in the middle is just confused.
The audience is just like, we can't
Just
believe we're
shocked.
witnessing this. We've seen a lot of scumbags come to paternity court shows, but not to this magnitude.
You're classic.
Thank you.
You're classic. You really are.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Not thank you.
I mean, it's just, if I pulled up the profile of cheater, con man, clown, and coward,
Results.
your face would be next to it.
Anger level? Anger level.
She's hit. She's exploded. This is a 10. Not him clapping. Stop that nonsense clapping.
Con man.
It
Cheater.
wasn't. Let's go back.
Cheater, con man, clown, and coward.
Results.
All C's. The 4 C's. Ladies.
Any man you're dating, or fellas, any girl you're dating.
With the 4 C's.
Right. Run fast or run far.
You're sitting up here with your wife standing next to you. That's your wife.
She's my 7th wife, Your Honor.
myself, how long have they been married? If she's his seventh wife, then
Who gets married 7 times?
why do you still want to be married? At that point, sir, just live your single
You
life.
can't be faithful anyway.
I will put towards a GoFundMe to get this man a vasectomy. Someone please stop this man from procreating.
Stop this man from marrying too. That was something working out for him either. You and your 7 wife.
At a certain point in time, there should be like
a restriction. Because now you're the problem.
You in the marriage database, like, this is your 5th wife. Have you told her that you've been married 5 times? Every time his name pop up, there should be just...
Like, sir, we have it on record you've been married 7 times. You have to go through a whole set of protocols to make sure this lasts.
He gotta be banned from Vegas. Every chapel needs to have this man's face on a wanted poster. Do not let this man enter.
Women, did you hear his testimony?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Mr. Hartfield, you may be.
The look on her face right now, she might actually kill this man.
I was thinking that too. I think she looked, you would have stabbed him.
One of the most disappointing men I've ever seen. What a disgrace.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
You have led this young girl down a road to nowhere.
Okay.
Now she may have a child by you, but I think I'm really just talking long enough because I want to give the women an opportunity to understand so they can run while they can.
You literally said
that. She said you're one of the most disappointing.
You said men too, like
just,
of all time. Like
that would hurt my soul. He said thank you. Obviously nothing bothers.
Or nothing seems to be bothering him.
Well, after 7 wives, he's probably been talked to like this several times.
True.
So, you know, it doesn't have the
It's
same
not the first time
effect
you
anymore.
cursed out my
Yeah.
wife. He's numb.
That's what I'm saying.
Jerome was looking like, yo, you got something happening. Yeah. I don't think Jerome likes
Jerome doesn't normally get that close to people.
I'm always hopeful for the spirit of an individual, and I try to see the good in everyone.
Right.
I don't think I've ever said this in this courtroom before, Jerome, but I pray he's not this child's father.
That is
I never heard her say that.
deep.
In other words, she don't want any woman to deal with
To
him
have to deal with
at
him.
all.
Or a
Like,
child.
yeah.
To have to be raised by this nonsense.
Lord help us.
Or you can just help me. I'll be cool with that.
Quiet!
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If we were at 10, I think she just broke the scale.
I'm so sick of your little nonsense mouth running.
Yes, Your Honor.
You a tall glass of nothing.
I think she would have stabbed homie.
It's not funny, but it's funny to see her lose her. Yeah, because she does it.
Sometimes she gets a little fired up, but she never gets this outraged.
I've never seen her this upset.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Streeter versus Hartfield, when it comes to 1-month-old Caleb Streeter, it has been determined by this court, you are the father.
Another baby you ain't gonna care for. Another baby born into this world without a support from a father. Sad.
Do you understand now what you just made a child with?
Right.
No, look at me.
Ma'am, I don't think you're mad at her. I'm mad at him.
This place anger.
It really is. She's like, no.
Look at me.
Look at me. Oh, okay.
This is a rough day for me. I really.
Yeah,
Listen, Mr. Hartfield, just stop talking.
She gonna walk away this court with a body.
Man, she gonna be in court next.
You don't ever say anything of value, so just stop talking.
Man. Oh my gosh. If someone said that to me, I would be crying.
And Mr. Hartfield, just be quiet.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
And that was crazy. To see my man behave like that in the courtroom and disrespect his wife and...
Not even just that. The fact that this man exists is beyond me. People, if you have children out there, hug your children, love your children. Do not let them become Mr. Hartfield. Because the human genome...
Human population.
No, I mean literally.
Genome. You gotta get to a microscopic level. Like,
we do not need this. At a microscopic level, I don't want this man to exist.
I think the judge agrees with you. But guys, that was a crazy video. We hope you enjoyed. We appreciate all the support we've been getting so far for our channel. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. Feel free to like, share. We'll see you in the next one.